4 years ago, the end of September, I was scheduled to do a week of meetings in several small towns in Saskatchewan, ending up in Saskatoon for weekend meetings. Early Monday morning, Ron and I set out for the airport. I was to catch a real early flight to Ottawa and then from there catch a direct flight to Saskatoon. It was at the time when there was major construction on Highway 20 at Agrigno exit. So Ron decided to take another route to avoid the traffic. But many others decided to do the same thing, which caused a major delay. I knew I was going to get to the airport rather late, and that I did. But to make matters worse, there was construction going on at the airport. They had changed the place where you go through security, so there were long lineups everywhere. As the time grew later and later, I knew I was going to miss my flight. Several of us tried to talk to those in charge, but they would not allow us to move up in the line. I finally got to the gate, and the attendant said to me and another passenger, "We just closed the gate. I'm sorry, but I cannot let you get on the flight." She had just closed the gate. We were booked on another flight, and I was now going to Toronto, would get there at 10:30 a.m., and my flight to Saskatoon would only leave at 4:30 that afternoon. Well, what could I do? So I thought, well, I'll just work on some stuff here. Boarding never took place at 4 p.m. There was going to be a delay. They did not know how long the delay would be. To make a long story short, we finally were set to take off at 6:30 p.m. We rolled out onto the runway and sat there for 30 minutes. Finally, we were told, "We are experiencing mechanical difficulties and need to return to the gate." Well, I started to laugh. This was the never-ending day where it seemed like I was never going to get to my destination. The new plane finally left at 8:30 p.m. and I arrived in Saskatoon 11:30 p.m. their time, 12 hours later than expected. Sometimes in life we may set out in one direction, but something happens and we are rerouted. Our destination changes because of the unforeseen circumstances. But allow me today to encourage you regarding one destination that will never change. 1 Thessalonians 5:10 says, "Jesus died for us so that whether we are awake or asleep, we may live together with him." This verse is saying that whether we live or die, our destination has been arranged to be with Christ. God has promised that if we are in Christ, our destination is secure. We are going to live with him. So I am thankful for this hope that we have in Christ. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble or hardship or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? No. In all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. So today, go out and celebrate the fact that life may reroute you, but your final destination has been secured.